Namaste. Raise your arms up as you inhale, bow forward. Try to look up and then step back. Feet hip distance apart. Place your knees down, roll back your toes. Come flat. Lift your head and stretch your low back. Then come low, tuck your toes, keep your fingers wide apart, lift your palms, feet off the mat, rearrange your feet, downward dog. Breathe in, breathe out, straight legs, straight arms, straight spine, tailbone towards the ceiling. Raise your heels up. Lower your heels down. Stretch your right leg back. Bend your knee, drop it towards your left. Open your hip. Stretch your leg back. Place your foot down. Opposite leg back. Straight leg behind you and straight leg towards your mat. Bend your knee, drop it towards your right, open your hip. Straight arms. Straight standing leg. Pull your knee up. Stretch your leg back. Place your foot down. Move your knees back and forth. Raise your heels up. Tailbone towards the ceiling. Relax your head. Breathe in, breathe out. Lower your heels down. Move your body from side to side. Straight legs, straight arms. And then come to plank. Lower your pelvis halfway. Press towards the heels behind you. Straight arms. Looking down towards your mat. Place your knees down. Roll back your toes. Bring your heels up and down. And then child's pose. Stretch your arms, place your forehead on the mat. Fingers wide apart. Relax your entire body. With your forehead on the mat, elbows down, lift your pelvis and roll your head to the ground. Relax your shoulders. And breathe. Roll back. Come out to cat's pose. Keep your fingers wide apart. Stretch your right leg back. Left arm forward. Looking down towards your mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Making your breath slightly longer than usual. Release and then to opposite side. Same procedure. And release. Come to sitting on your heels. Widen your knees as far as you can. Tips of your big toes touching behind you. If you can sink yourself in between your feet, even better. Otherwise, use your heels to raise you up a bit. Stretch your arms forward. Palms, shoulder distance apart. Either place your chin down, forehead, or side of your face. Keep stretching your arms forward and relax your spine. Let your navel come close to your mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your palms close to you. Press, lift your head up. Bring your knees to your mat. Lift your hips up and then tuck your toes. Come sitting onto your heels, palms onto your hips. Place your palms down beside your knees. Lift your knees up. Lower your heels. Palms or tips of your fingers on your mat in order to balance yourself as you're trying to let your heels come close to your mat. So you lean forward so you don't fall backwards. Now raise your heels up onto your toes. Press those heels forward. Breathe in and out. Feel your body relying on your toes. Now let your heels down, lean forward, place your knees down, roll back your toes, come sitting on your heels. Palms beside you, press and lift your knees up to stretch your feet. Breathe in and breathe out. Place your knees down, slide your palms forward, tuck your toes, knees up, downward dog. Feet hip distance support. Step forward with your right foot and lower your pelvis. Press towards the heel behind you. Make sure your shin is upright. If it's not, crawl your toes, slide forward. Keeping your back leg straight. You can bring yourself up a bit here just by using the tips of your fingers and straight arms. Step forward so you can bring your other leg back and then lower yourself. Breathe in, breathe out. Press towards the heel behind you. Straight leg behind you. Pressing up with your knee in order to keep your leg straight. And then you step forward. Try to look up. Either palms onto your shins or on your mat. Release your head towards your shins and breathe. Come all the way up, stretch your arms up and palms to get in front of you and beside you. We sit down. Palms beside you, straight legs in front of you. Raise your spine, toes towards you. Press down with your knees, chin slightly towards your chest, and chest up, straight arms. Breathe in and breathe out. Stretch your arms up. Bring your arms forward, either. You'd rather place them underneath your calves. Draw the toes towards you and raise your spine. Pull those calves towards you, and while you press down with your knees, straight spine. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Slide your palms out. Palms beside your feet, hip distance apart. Drop your feet, lift your pelvis, and drop your head back. And then slowly lower yourself. Come to sitting, feet together. Bring your knees to hug. Raise your spine and drop your head back. Now looking forward, hug your knees with one arm and stretch one other arm back, looking back. Keeping your spine close to your thighs. Swing to the opposite side and then proceed.